I don't want to, connect anything, but my birthday is the day before Valentine's Day. Oh. So we do offer some great Valentine Day items if you would like them. And also my birthday happens to be the day before if you'd like to get some of these items and send them my way. That's not what I'm supposed to say here. That is not at all what they want me to say here. But if you search Valentine's at the search bar at hsn.com, all of our incredible Valentine items will pop up there. But you're going to mop in a fabulous dress, Natasha.
Well, you know what? When it's this easy, you can mop wearing anything. By the way, I hope that your husband gets you 2 separate gifts, Valentine's and birthday. I hope he knows that's a rule. I'd love that's a good birthday. All right, what have you been doing since you were 12? What is something that you have loved since you were 12 years old and you have worked to perfect it and learn it and understand it and master it? John Eyesight is here with us today, and this has been his passion. He has been working with mops and with cleaning utensils since he was 12 years old, working at a flea market in Brooklyn. This man, this is his life, it's his passion, and now it is his company, and he is bringing to you the Handy Mop, which you know and love. There are so many classic details about this, but today we're giving you extra goodies, extra fun add-ons with a deal that is really, really wonderful. These retailed for $36.99. Today, our sale price is $24.99. That means you're getting this home for a flex of $8 and change. And let me tell you, when you do get this home, you're not just getting the mop handle with the wringer, always new and improving and innovating with every single inch of this mop, let me tell you. I mean, even just touching it really threw me because I was like, I've never touched a mop that felt just like this. But you're also going to get an additional mop head along with your mop, and you are going to get not 1, not 2, but 3 handy sponges as well, and we'll show you how those work. You're also going to get a 1-year limited warranty. You cannot find that on a lot of cleaning supplies, especially not the mops. But look at these super fun colors. You get your choice of 4. We have our teal here. We also have a gray. This kind of beautiful fuchsia color we're calling the berry. And here's the spearmint. I'm gonna say this is way out of line for me. I usually go with anything in the pink family. The spearmint is my favorite in this group. It is so pretty, and it would be such a nice addition to any kitchen. But let's not waste any more time because John Eyesight is here, owner, creator, connoisseur.
Hello.
I feel very lucky to actually learn from the best today,
How
John.
are you, Natasha?
Oh,
Great to work with you.
It's so nice to see you.
Great to be with you. Yeah, this is, we never worked together before, have we?
No.
I'm so excited to show her and you our original Handy Mop. Now, this is the Handy Mop with the onboard wringer, and it has 5 things that you want with every mop. The first thing we want is we want our mop to be absorbent, right?
Yep.
So watch this demonstration. I don't know if you ever saw this before. Here's a bottle of water. You want your mop to be absorbing, right? Watch how it just goes right through that. It holds, it absorbs. It's fantastic without dripping in case the spill was on the other side of the room. You want a mop in case the toilet overflows or maybe the washing machine, explodes or something like that. Or I can't tell you how many customers told me this saved their life. Maybe in the basement you had a big spill. Now, once you get that saturated, you'll notice it doesn't drip out. When you wring it out, your hands never touch anything. You give it a little flick, you go right to your bucket or your sink, you push down on that handle and it squeezes the dirt and debris out and away from that mop head. You see how that works just like that? Now, normally, you would probably, this mop is designed to be used in a sink, but a lot of people like to use it in a bucket. So absorbing, fantastic. It even absorbs on rugs. Watch this. Do you have a dog or a cat or
I have a dog, a baby, and a husband.
Okay, so all 3 are gonna probably make a mess sooner or later.
Amen.
All right, so this is a rug, and I'm not going to tell you that this is a stain remover. But what
John?
isn't that awesome? You can get that first line of defense, then you take that spill, I'm gonna bring it right over to my black floor here. That's the spill. It's absolutely amazing because this is a proprietary blend of PVA. There's nothing like it. It never drips out, and your hands never touch anything. Okay, so the second thing that you want with a mop is you want it to mop, sweep, and dry at the same time. What am I talking about? Well, here's some spices. If you like to cook, or if the dog brings in some dirt from the backyard, or any kind of dirt on your floor. Do you see over here these ridges? If I could get a close-up. These ridges are specially designed to hold and trap the dirt. And everything attaches to it. Now I'm gonna go over my floor. Let's say this is your kitchen, and I'm only using the black vinyl floor just for contrast. I'm mopping, I'm sweeping, and drying the floor all at the same time, so you don't have to sweep, which you're really supposed to when you mop. And when you go this way, it tends to release the liquid, and when you come back, you're drying. So that makes it fantastic for those water-sensitive floors, like hardwood floors or laminates, because you're drying as you're mopping. Let's take a look what we caught here. You see how the dirt gets trapped in there, and it doesn't come off. The only way the dirt comes off is wet it. Now, normally we designed this mop for your sink, so I'm gonna just use this. Yeah, it's totally dry. It's
this is
dry.
incredible. I mean, I love it when cleaning, utilizations have inventions in them that don't make sense to the human eye. The fact that you can actually dry it as you're moving it back is really phenomenal. I can see it almost looks like there's like hundreds of little lines and ridges in there. You don't get that with those other spongy mops.
Correct.
You just don't.
Now, the third thing I want in the mop head is I want to be able to, I call it self-cleaning. I put a little bit of detergent in here. Let's say you have a pretty grimy mop head. Just let it sit in your bucket with a little bit of bleach or a little bit of detergent. Then when you wring it out, your mop head is like brand new. These mop heads last, guess how long? Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months. They last you, if you don't get 2 years out of one mop head, you're not getting enough time. They last that long. Now,
even if you're cleaning twice a week, your floors, anything like, wow.
Let me show you something real quick. You see over here, there's a button. You pop that button off. It's hard to do it this way. Pop that button. They're like little cartridges, okay? So you can change them, but once you put it on, you're not gonna have to touch this mop head for at least 2 years. Now, the third thing we want is for easy storage. When you're done, the wringer doubles as a stand.
Okay, this is a showstopper for me.
Now,
this is like the area next to my fridge is such prime real estate because everything just kind of tilts in there and then they always fall out. I just want to make sure that it really does stand?
Yes. If you don't have that much room to store your mop, you're not going to have any mop to store.
And then show me how it turns from this into the mop that you're using again.
Yes, very easy to do. You see that wringer here? You push it through.
Just push it through.
Then you just make it go into a T position.
That's it.
And then you start to do your mopping.
Wow, John, these are really incredible.
Isn't it awesome?
I do want to let people at home know, because I think they all got excited by the colors the same way I did. Our spearmint is moving quickly. It is the most limited as well. So we just have a little bit more than 150. Actually, my producer's telling me we might even sell out of the spearmint. So if you do love the spearmint, please grab it. I love it when people at home see the magic of a color the same way I do. I just think this one is so pretty. It's so unique. I haven't seen anything like it. And whether you have the green kitchens, the white kitchens, even yellow tones, this is beautiful. And then, of course, remember, we have the berry, gray, and teal as well. I'm going to say my second favorite is probably the berry. Look, it's not that I need to choose favorites, but the point is I love the fact that these can stand up on their own. It makes it much easier for storage, but you don't have to hide something that's this beautiful.
No.
Now, do you wet it before you use it?
Let me show you the fifth thing you want with your mop, and this is probably the reason why it's worth it. The mop heads last you for years. If I could get you to feel the mop head over here, you see how it's hard? When it dries, it evaporates, so it doesn't harbor mold, mildew, bacteria. This side I wet. You see how nice and soft it is? So when you wet it, it becomes activated, and it's a cleaning powerhouse.
Oh, John, I'm so glad you said that. You know, I read every single review of any product that I'm going to present.
So do I.
And there were some questions on why is it hard? It's hard because it's supposed to be. That's part of the technology to keep it antimicrobial. Just soak it for a little bit before you use it, and the magic happens.
Right. Hot water works better than cold water. By the way, you could use this on hardwood floors, laminate. Now, check out this bonus feature. If you put your mop in this, what I call magic finger mode, see, now it's so that it doesn't bend. So you use the tip of this. I'm going to ask the camera to see if we can get a shot. When I come this way, watch how it just gets the baseboard, the pet hair, the dirt, the crumbs, and look how it holds on to that dirt. Now watch this. I'm going to go to that red bucket just to show you the technology. Just dunk it in, gone. It's the best pet mop. It's unbelievable for pet. And you could use it for sweeping, it mops, it sweeps, it dries, everything. How does it do with tile floors? Everyone asks me, does it work on tile floors? Of course, it works on any floor. In fact, we have a demonstration here that it's caked on, baked on. You could see this, I think this is some kind of chocolate or something. When you wet your mop head, it becomes activated, and it's going to pick up the grease, the grime, and now look into the grout line there. It's going to get into that grout line. It's going to hold and trap the dirt. You could use chemicals or no chemicals. Now, when my mop head gets too dirty, I'm just gonna go over here to this red bucket just to show you. Now, like I said, normally you can wring it out in the sink, but if you wanna use the bucket, grab a bucket. When you wring it out, you clean it out. Your hands never touch anything. It's fantastic.
John, it weighs 1.5 pounds.
So easy to work with. Stainless steel handle.
The jewelry I'm wearing is weighing more than this mop.
Yeah,
this
probably.
is so light. It stands up beautifully. It absolutely, I mean, what I've seen that really has impressed me is how the hair itself and the dirt and the dust, it doesn't stick to it, but you can also get to it in ways that an average mop would not be able to reach because of that maneuverability.
Now, let's say the dog made a boo-boo. You're on your way out in your beautiful outfit.
Okay, you're gonna let me do it for the first time? I love it. Let's do it.
You never used this before.
No.
I'll put down, you know it's super absorbent. Look how it's just...
Okay, I'll tell you what.
It's sucking up like a magnet.
I can actually even feel, I don't feel
You
like
can
I'm
feel
using
it.
a mop. I feel like I'm using something that has some kind of new technology.
Right.
It's squeaky clean,
Squeaky
literally.
clean. That floor is dry.
And at 1.5 pounds.
Right.
You know, I have a mother with mobility issues. This is something
this
she
is
could
great.
use. My daughter could use this, honestly. She's a toddler. It's light enough.
I want to show what you picked up. I don't know if you could see from
Yes.
back here. You see all these crumbs?
Yep.
All the dirt. So let's say you finished doing your kitchen.
Wow.
You put it to the side. I'm going to put it underneath the sink. Watch how, oh, sorry about that. Watch how it just, everything comes right off.
That doesn't
Push
happen.
down. You're
That
done,
doesn't happen with a
ready
normal
for the
mop.
next project, and it stands up. It can wait for the bus all by itself.
Oh, John, I really enjoyed this. I would love to watch all of your live presentations with you because it's clear that you've been doing this for a long time. You know exactly what it is that you've created, and I appreciate it. And so does everyone at home. So if you do love the spearmint, please make sure you go ahead and check that one out. $8 and change to get it home. Can't do any better. Tina, I believe we are going back to you with some more fantastic deals, but are you near me? Oh, here she comes. She's near me.
I know. I'm